wherever you find yourself, whatever is being taught, whatever you're going through, if it's a process of learning, go through the process and learn it. As a child, whatever you need to go through, learning the bicycle, going through school, games they play in the school, whatever it is, go through the process and learn it. Do not feel too big, do not feel too important that you neglect some knowledge that you need to acquire. Welcome to dacollins.tv, educational, motivational, and inspirational platform. Hi guys, welcome to dacollins.tv. I hope you're doing very well, and I hope this video meets you very well. Thank you for the amazing subscriber growth. Thank you for everyone that is joining this platform for the first time. Thank you for your comments, your remarks. I really appreciate all of that. Last week I treated a topic titled "Failing Many Times Does Not Make You a Failure." And I posted a video of an athlete who had one leg and was a weightlifter, and she struggled several times before she could lift the weight. But at the end of the day, she was able to lift that weight because she was persistent, she was consistent, and she did not give up for the fact that she was failing. And that's why I said failing many times does not make you a failure. What makes you a failure is your inability to come back with a better strategy on how to get it done, rather than just giving up on the road. I also talked about a famous man known as Thomas Edison, and I said Thomas Edison is known for his numerous times trials of the electric bulb we have in our houses today. Thomas Edison was the man that tried 9,999 times to get the success of a bulb, but he could not get it until the 10,000th trial, which was what gave him the success. And I said in my previous video that when he was asked, how do you feel when you try 10,000 times to get a bulb working and you could not get it done? And what he said was that he did not see himself as a failure, rather he sees it that it took him 10,000 steps for him to get the electric bulb working. So every time we go through failure in life, let's see it as an opportunity, let's see it as stepping stones towards our level, our height of greatness. So Bible says we should count it all joy when we fall into diverse temptation, when we fall into diverse trials, knowing that the testing of our faith requires us to be patient. It's only we can be patient enough, we will end up becoming successful in anything we find ourselves doing, irrespective of the trial and irrespective of the challenges. Today I'm going to talk about a particular movie that has been trending. Everybody's talking about it, everybody's posting, everybody's saying something about the Squid Game. The Squid Game is a movie that is currently on Netflix, and it was released on September 17th, and now is doing very well in all the continents that is streaming Netflix. Everybody wants to talk about the movie, everybody likes the movie, but today I want to talk about the lessons from that movie. It's not just about saying you like this movie, the movie reached out to you, the movie is interesting, but let's talk about what are the lessons to pick from that movie. What is the take home on that movie? That is what this video will be all about. So stay tuned as I discuss more on the Squid Game movie. So today we'll be looking at the Squid Game lessons. What are the lessons we could take home from that movie? Now, lesson number one is that whenever you find yourself in a very tough situation, do not be hasty to take decisions. Now, why I'm bringing this in is considering the situation all the 456 contestants found themselves. They were all in debt. They were all in need of money. They were all owing different people, organizations. Their families in need of money. Their parents are in hospitals. Their children are in need of cash. They cannot hold their marriages due to one situation or the other. They have no home. They have nothing to run back to. Some of them, their loved ones are in motherless homes. So there were different situations that these contestants were faced with, which is why they were forced to go into the game. So whatever you find yourself, irrespective of the situation you find yourself, the lesson take home number one is do not allow your current situation to determine your decisions or your final destination. Sometimes we go through a lot in our life, we go through a lot due to the economic situation we find ourselves, but irrespective of the things we're going through today in life, we should not allow it to make us take hasty decisions that can make every of our future or our plans to be cut short. Because what happened in that movie, you found out that out of the 456 people that went for the contest, only one person emerged the winner. So we had 455 people giving away their lives, and it is each of them that departed that added to the money that the winner ended up taking home. So do not be in a haste to take decision when you find yourself in a tight corner. That is lesson number one on that movie. Now, lesson number two I want us to consider is Poverty is not a reason for you to take yourself to arm's way. Poverty should not be the reason why you say you cannot live anymore, you want to do whatever you find yourself doing, you want to survive. Now, if you find out in that same movie, the first time many of them did not know what they were going for, which they had the red and the green light game. So when they found themselves on the game and which they had to struggle to survive, where anytime the red light comes up, you have to stop, and anybody that is making any move will be shot down straight. If you try to run, you'll be shot down. If you try to move when the light is red, you'll shot down. So these people were not aware initially on the type of game that they were coming to play. So they ended up playing the game the way it was. Now at the end of the game, they had to vote and they said they don't want to continue. Now out of 201 contestants left, they voted and 101 people voted that the game should be put to an end. Now, because of the majority voted for the game to be put to an end, they had to end the game and every one of them went back to their various homes. Now, this is where the message comes in. Now, out of the 101 people that went to their various homes, and including the 100 which also did not support the initial going back home, they later came back to play the game again. But not all the 201 that left came back. I think it's about 187 people came back. So there were still some other people that were left out who did not come back to play the game. Now, this is to tell you that irrespective of the situation we find ourselves, not everyone should be moved because of the thing called poverty. Poverty should not be the criteria for you to put yourself into suicide, for you to put yourself into a mission that you know you will not come out successfully. Lesson number 3 tells us to value one another. Now, one of the advantages the candidates with the number 4, 5, 6 had was the relationship he formed with the old man. The man who was finally the owner of the game, who is the brain, your host behind the game. He had a very good relationship with the man. He was nice to him, he was friendly to him, and when it was time for him to lose out of the game, which involves his life, assuming he had lost that game, he would have been shot dead. But the man acted as though he's having amnesia, he cannot remember anything, and ended up allowing him to win back the game over and over again. Now, before the game ended, the man told him that why would you do this to a friend? Why would you deceive me thinking I don't know what I'm doing? But never mind, I'm going to give it to you to win. This is the end of my road and every other thing. Now, the storyline is that we should be nice to people. We should value people irrespective of the fact that we're not meeting them for the first time. So many people have potentials which we don't know. So many people are gifted in various ways which we don't know. And when you're nice to them, they can be of help to you in ways you cannot even imagine. A lot of people will see in that movie, there's another picture which you're going to see. The picture you're seeing now on your screen have to do with the picture with the man, the winner 456 with the man 001. That's when they bonded and had a relationship. Then the next picture you're going to see on your screen now talks about the two ladies that met during the games and they decided to cooperate and stand as one. And when it was time that for them to pair in twos, they came together and said they're going to play the game together. And while it was time for them to play that they know that one person is going to survive, they did not play, rather they spent their time knowing each other, getting to know themselves more. And at the end of the day, one of the girls decided to give herself away, to sacrifice herself for the other girl to live, knowing fully well that the other girl had a lot at stake that she needed the money for. So what this means is that value every friendship you come across. Value people. Don't treat people as though they are trash. Don't treat people as though they are not important. You never can tell where your blessings will come from. Lesson number 4 talks about value knowledge. Wherever you find yourself, whatever is being taught, whatever you're going through, if it's a process of learning, go through the process and learn it. As a child, whatever you need to go through, learning the bicycle, going through school, games they play in the school, whatever it is, go through the process and learn it. Do not feel too big, do not feel too important that you neglect some knowledge that you need to acquire. One of the advantage one of the guys have is the fact that he was used to many of the games that are played. So each time any of the game was coming up, he already have an idea of what this game will be like and where this game should be headed. So he had advantage because he had previous knowledge about the various games that was played. Now, in the final game, the fifth game that was played, that had to do with a tempered glass and a normal glass, you found out that towards the end, there was one of the candidates, the man who was actually the one that led them to the success. He was the one that led them by knowing which glass when you step on it would take you and which would not take you. So because he had many years experience working in the glass factory. So he was able to detect which of the glasses should be able to stand and which one will not stand. So what this means is that every knowledge we come across in our life is important. Do not say, I do not need it, I don't know where I'll be using it tomorrow, I don't think I want to be part of it. Please gain as much knowledge as you can. It is not a waste for you to keep learning. It is not a waste for you to keep building your mind. If you want to learn the scripture, learn the scripture. If you want to learn things relating to skills and work, learn them. Anything you come across in life that involves adding value to you, go ahead and acquire such skills. It is not a waste. You never can tell when this knowledge will be of importance. Even the little game, you see your children watching cartoon, spend some time and watch this cartoon with them. Not only will you be watching to see what these children are actually acquiring or getting to see through the TV to correct them if something is wrong, you will also see something in that cartoon that looks so childish that can teach you something as an adult. Everything we come across in life is a field of learning. So let us not neglect any form of knowledge that we come across. Let us be open to learning. That is the lesson number 4. Knowledge can come from any direction. It must not always be in the classroom. It must not be in a particular settings. It can come from any direction, because the advantages those guys have is the fact that the first person was used to different games, and the other man worked in a glass company, and the other one had skills relating from various kind of experiences. So let us take advantage of every knowledge that come across our way. So I've been able to summarize 4 lessons out of the Squid Game movie, and there are many other lessons that we could learn from that movie. I would like you to leave a comment if there is something you feel you've learned from that movie, Squid Game. We can't say everything in this short video. I would like you to leave a comment on the comment section. Tell me what you think you learned from that movie, how that movie was very impactful to you, how you love the movie and the advantages you gained from that particular movie. Leave a comment on the comment section. I would like you to click the subscribe button if you're not joining us for the first time. All I do in this platform is educate, motivate, and inspire my viewers. In any way that we can be educated, let us go for it. In any way we can be motivated to do more in whatever we find ourselves doing in life, let us hold on to it, because the more knowledge we gain, the more we understand things in life, the more we grow, the more we become better. Thank you very much for staying tuned on this platform. Till I come again your way, same time next week. Thank you very much.